Hello, it's Blue coming to you live from Minos' Labyrinth. And that's because we are getting mythical as we are about to take a look at the Whispers from the Maze content creator package I was lucky enough to receive from the folks at Equinox that I'm sure you have seen from the other amazing content creators in this community at this point, but you still will get to see some of the new cards from the packs I open and still wanted to share with all you lovely folks here on my usual Wednesday video release. So let's head to the opening and be sure to check the Altered app and go to your local game store for the Whispers from the Maze pre release events if you enjoy what you see here. Okay, so as you see, we have a nice little box of a present from Equinox involving the newest set in the Altered TCG, Whispers from the Maze. Happy to get this little content creator box to share with all of y'all. And we'll just go ahead and start right in with opening it up. Take a look at all the things that we have inside the box, and then open up some packs potentially. I'm assuming there is some in there. Feel free to fast forward, or I'll give you the timestamp to the opening of the packs if you've already seen this. But first, we'll open it up. Take a look at the little part here. Cool. And we do have some packs. And some other stuff too. So we'll go one by one. We'll do the packs last. I don't think I'll open all of them, but we'll at least open a few, and we'll go from there. So first off, we have this nice little scroll here. Actually, it looks like there is a piece of paper in the back, probably just saying don't show this to anyone until it's time. But yeah, nice little scroll here we can take a look at. I assume we could probably open it. Not sure if this loses its value if I do this, but probably fine. Oh yeah, it's this little sticky thing. It's fine. And we'll open it up. Ooh, stuff. Feel free, anyone in the comment section can let me know what any of this stuff actually is. But I assume it has to do with something involving the maze. I'm not the biggest lore person, but you know, still looks very cool. The fabric is very nice, makes it feel like old-timey and stuff. Probably could go to like Marshalls for this, but it still looks cool. Some repeated patterns for everyone. Feel free to take a look, and it has the logo at the bottom. Very nice. I'll just roll it back up so I can put the sticky part together. I guess we can just do that later. Stare off on the side there. Next item, before we get into pack-related items, are some other things. We got a nice little die here. Let's take it out and take a look at it. Some also here too. Oh, another die. Look at that one as well. Looks like it's just a different color. But we do have a nice little die here. Very sharp and pointy on the edges. But this one's a nice little purple. Has some glittery goodness at the bottom. Numbers called out. Or in the center rather. If you get a nice little close-up on it, you can see the interior there. Oh, it looks like it's like a liquid core of some sort. You can see the bubbles on the inside. Very nice. Cool. Let's go and take a look at the blue one real quick before we jump into this last item before the packs. Oh, and as you can see, there's a little graphic there of the band in the maze. Blue die, also with a little purple in it. Just one-sided, that's purple. It's weird. Is that the same thing for this one? No, this one's all purple. Oh, it's a little bit darker on the six-dyed side. This one's on the one side. Interesting. But yeah, about the same thing. Same font. Still has that liquid core in there. But yeah, very cool dice. It's nice and light too. I thought it would have been a little bit heavier, but not so much. All right. That's fun. You can see all that stuff over there to the right still. Next item we will go over is, get that bug out of the way, is this little thing, whatever this is. It's a nice little box. Makes me think like there's a pendant in here of some sort. And it looks like it is some type of jewelry. You can see where it's supposed to be in there if you want to put it back, but right now it looks like it's just in the bag. So I'll open it up and take a look. And it is a pendant. Very cool. It's all wrapped up at the moment, but we can try to untangle it here. Either way, take a look. Nice little stone wrapped in a silver necklace of sorts. Very cool though. I'll hold it a little bit closer so you can see it. Use my hand as contrast. Very cool though. I think I'd definitely wear this next time I go to an event. Feel free to come see me at Gen Con. Should be there. It was just at PAX East actually. That was quite a fun event. If you saw me, feel free to say so in the comments. And if I gave an amazing demo, that so much so that you decide to come to my YouTube channel, well, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Hashtag ad. Having some trouble getting this off here, but hopefully it's not breaking. Don't think so. It's a loose part of the chain here. Not sure. Either way, you get the idea. I'll figure this out later. Put it over here. Actually, I guess I can just put it back in this thing. And then last but not least, we have the packs. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out so we can look at this nice little graphic first. Also a pre-release kit, take a look at that too. But yeah, we have this nice little graphic. Looks like it changes as you go. Put the shirt on, take the shirt off, change the guitar, change the keyboard. Nice. And then there's also a piece of paper in the back. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show that or not, but it's probably just something saying hi. But sure, why not? We'll just show it. Who cares? If I need to edit it out, I will. Yeah, it's just the embargo thing. Confidential embargo, seeker. I'm not gonna read it off. You can take a look at it though. Looks like it shows a nice little thing as far as what's in the box. So we have the Testament of Rune, faithfully recreated, still stained with the weight of prophecy. Not quite a will, not quite a confession, a spiral of thoughts from a king who vanished to escape his own myth. So I assume that is this little scroll here with all the different runes on it. So that's probably the Testament of Rune. We have the pendant echoing Lakshmi, the Phoenix Dancer. She embodies the 8 sources of wealth, from courage to knowledge, from spirituality to abundance. The talisman of reinvention, favored by Nevenka herself. So I'm assuming this is the talisman, the one that I still haven't untangled yet. A lenticular artwork of Bliss, our caster's most beloved band, creator of Dice Roll, Cinnamon Roll, Vacuity, Conundrum, and Windmills. Their concerts ripple through the maze, blurring the line between memory, myth, and performance. So yeah, that's that right there. Very cool. And a pair of custom dice. No special name for these, but colored in the twin shades of chance and intuition, symbols of the unpredictable twists within the maze, and of those who wager identity against uncertainty. In the last bit, there's obviously the cards as far as the pre-release kit and some other things, talking about unreliable narrators. Take a look at that as far as the lore is concerned. But yeah, very cool. Thank you to the Equinox team. I'm going to put that underneath the art as we open up some packs. Let's keep the art back there so y'all can take a look at that as we open packs up. But first, let's take a look at the pre-release kit. So I definitely saw some of these over at the PAX East booth. They're opened up, very cool type of things. Has a little description at the back. Should just have packs in them, but I guess we can open it up, see if it is too difficult. All right, here we go, pop it open. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs, and then a Tumult kit of the new art. Very cool. And last but not least, we have one of those little dividers that I saw over at PAX East. It has a double-sided art. See also just what the inside looks like overall. Has a little more art on the inside of the box. We'll go ahead and set that down and take a look at the other art. We have the monkey dude, part of the band Bliss. And we have the other side here doing some planting. Don't know the names yet, but I'm sure I will shortly. I'll go ahead and put this back. Fun little setup there as far as the pre-release kit. Try to collect them all as far as these dividers. There were quite a few with different arts. But now the part that probably any of you who want to see stuff are here for, taking a look at the actual pack openings, since you've more than likely seen this kit already from some other content creators, but we'll take a look really quick here at the art of the pack if you have not already seen it. We have the name of the set and the set symbol, very cool. We have everything else that we have on here. I believe this is Lakshim, as far as the person with the pendant on there. And then the back, all the good legalese. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. Open up a pack or two. Or more, I don't know. Maybe hit some uniques. Pack's already ripping, that's good. I assume that I'm gonna scan all this before I do it, so I'm not gonna really worry about the QR codes, but yeah, we'll take a look. We have War Ruin Mac. I guess I'll just set it down over here. Swift Gen. We did get the War Ruin Mac back, and now we'll take a look at some common cards. If you haven't seen these already, I'm sure a lot of these have been released prior to this point, but if you haven't, just take a look real quick. Big boy, 6 cost, has the new Scout effect, and it also has an Anywhere ability where you may put a card from your reserve in your mana zone. So nice little ramp, potentially a Tsadi support, it looks like. Next is a spell, Merry Reunion. This is going to go ahead and resupply, and if you put a character in reserve this way, you may immediately play it for 2 less. So that's pretty cool. Probably, and it's Lyra, so maybe some Finn stuff, who knows. Merlin, actually just saw this one released as far as a reveal. Shout out to a guy trying on this one. Nice little banishing gate in a way. Only can target characters though as far as from hand, and it still has the Scout ability. Aegis Templar, another Scout ability, and when it leaves the Expedition Zone, create an Ordis Recruit. So essentially you're just playing an Ordis Recruit for 1 if you use the Scout. Otherwise, solid stats. Not sure how well it'll fit into the Ordis decks these days, but we'll have to see. Next is The Mess. Definitely saw the jumbo card of this. Some of those new landmark permanents in the form of a construction that we'll have in this set that seem to be mostly 2 costs, maybe sometimes 3 costs, and it also has some counters associated with it. This case is food counters, and when you exhaust it, spend 3 of my food counters to resupply. So we'll have to see how these new permanents are going to affect deck building these days. Next is Metamorphosis, another spell, fleeting, discard a character, then create a Manamoth illusion token in its expedition. So it could be used as essentially just a removal for 3 costs, and if the character is big enough on your opponent's side, all they would do is get a Moth back, or you could use it for yourself if you just had a measly token and you'd rather just have a Moth instead. Should be interesting to see how this one works. I could see some use of it, just being able to discard a character with no hand cost limit or go over a certain amount should be pretty good. But it also notably does not have any secondary effect of getting rid of a permanent, which may be more prevalent these days. The Grims, saw this one released online as well. Nice little reference, I think. Has a little flavor text of it's not demolition, but basic recycling, or so they say. But yeah, solid stats for what you got, and a reserve effect. Being able to discard a permanent with hand cost 3 or less, or sacrifice a permanent. If you do, create a breastbone. Very fun. One more common before we get into rare. The Grand Bois. Saw this one revealed as well by my nemesis, who didn't give enough love to the out-of-faction Ordis version, but what can you do? It's definitely a type of card that Cole Robbie would play. Lets you target opponent draw a card. If you do, this card would get anchored. Also has some of the new support abilities of active, just having it while they're in the reserve. Those should be fun to see how these are applied. Now on to some rares. Bliss Bassist, that's the one that I saw earlier. I guess he doesn't have a specific name, just a monkey that's a bassist. And it's the rare version in Lyra, and it looks to be the in-faction version. If I'm boosted, all of the terrains of other characters you control are equal to their highest statistic. So looks like it's a nice little winter outfits that can apply to all characters. Very cool. Sap Infusion. This is one thing that I've noticed before, is there's a lot of references to sap as far as cards, which is obviously something involved with the lore in the maze. Feel free to tell me about it if you know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, this one is the rare version out of faction for Bravos. Do the following X+1 times, where X is my number of arcane counters. Target character gains 1 boost. So boost's pretty prevalent as well. One more rare, and then we have what looks to be a Tumult thing. Fiore di Liberi. Sorry for my pronunciation in advance. But yeah, it's like a fun little more Eternal being added to the game. If it's boosted, has Eternal, and it gains 1 boost per other character in my expedition, then at night it loses a boost. So you could essentially just keep boosting this up, even though it loses 1 at night, and keep it out there if you wanted. But obviously it takes some investment. So pretty cool cards. Take a look at the companion tumult here. Have the arena on the background. We'll go ahead and open up at least one more pack here. They did end up giving a good amount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 is the one I opened. So 12 plus the ones that are in the pre-release kit. Like I mentioned, we'll just go ahead and open this one more pack since we are coming up pretty late on this video. 20 minutes is probably enough time to where you don't need to watch all this. I may speed it up, who knows. First, we have Akesha and Taru back again as a hero. Encore, pretty cool art. We have Crowbar being featured here. You can take a look at the ability, but basically makes a fleeting character anchored. Silas, the ever-popular Silas that Loki Nox does, in fact, love. More so than the actual Loki card, so that's interesting. But yeah, draw a card, 4 cost though. Has that support ability, so we'll have to see how that works. I know it's an out of faction in Ortis. Some more SAP references, giving target character in reserve 2 boosts. Man in the Maze. This was an interesting one that has multiple abilities and it changes when it gets into the rare. But yeah, you can see there has an effect depending on the number of boosts removed this way, as far as removing all boosts from characters in play and in reserve. So boosts really prevalent in this effect, like I mentioned before. This effect, this set. We have the Hunger. Seen this plenty of times, but more so in the unique rare no text version that Loki was throwing around at PAX East. Cool card though. Discard all other cards in play or in reserve. And when a card goes to the discard pile, I gain 1 boost. So it can get pretty big, but it does cost 9. Refinery, more of those constructions that I mentioned before. Another construction, this time at 3 cost in the farm. Probably saw it already at PAX East as far as a Jumbo card. Shortage Supervisor, reserve effect. If your hand is empty, I gain 1 boost. So definitely a card that you want to play from reserve rather than hand. Another Bliss Bassist. We saw it earlier as far as a rare. Another Sap Infusion. This is interesting. It's the same ones, but I think they're in the different setups here. Or different factions. Okay, this is really weird. This is exactly the same rares. Just the different factions. Is this a joke? I'm gonna check that real quick, but yeah, and then just a common foil there. So just 2 packs for today. May open some more later, but by this time you probably open your own pack, so you don't need me. But yeah, same rares. It looks like. Oh, we have a foiler over here. You don't need to see that, but there. And then we go into a Sap Infusion, also in the different faction, and then we go into a Bliss Bassist, also in the different faction. So I got the exact same cards in the rares, but in their out of factions or base faction. Fun little quinky dink there. Either way, hope you enjoyed it. Got to take a look at some new cards. Got to take a look at what the little fun stuff is between this little scroll, the dice, roll, the pre-release kit, and the nice little pendant. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. This has been Blue on Blue Oak TV. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, like it, and do some comments. It would be really appreciated. Again, Blue, and I'll see you in play on the next day.